We in this mug. Oh wait, now I remember what I forgot to do. I usually keep like a chat window open. Didn't do
Right?
that at all. Even though it'll show up on the screen too, but I think it lags behind a little bit. What's up, y'all? This is Eternal Invite. I think it's episode 13. 13 is an unlucky number.
Yeah,
And
for your butts.
2020 is an unlucky year. For my
It should have,
butt?
yeah, it should.
Why for my butt though?
I don't know.
Or our
You tell
collective
me.
butts?
You tell me.
I don't know, man.
That's
Yes, for
starting off
the
very
butt of
interesting.
Unicron.
Yeah, yeah.
He ain't got no butt.
The butt of Omega Supreme, dog.
Oh shit, man. How's everybody's day? Did everybody get a good breakfast, lunch, and dinner in?
And the kid was with with my mom for most of the day, so there was a hefty nap in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say a hefty
Clap.
I'm sorry. That's incredibly obscene. I'm sorry.
It all rhymes.
Yep.
That's horrible.
All the good things rhyme with nap.
Yep. Clap.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was too loud.
Fap.
Wait, what? Oh, this is getting. My bad. I opened this door.
Yep.
I accept it. I'm sorry.
You started it.
We got the most down in the chat.
What up, dog?
Hey, what's happening?
Welcome. Diogen popping up.
Yes,
Hope you
sir.
guys are doing okay.
Hey, what's good, homie?
What's that in?
Yeah, man. I saw Sean Uppercut. You put on the notes a reference to a Nas line. And it made me laugh when I saw it because I was like, I mean, it's a line that we all here know well, but for whatever reason, there's been a resurgence in interest in this line.
Mm-hmm.
Not too long ago, I had like a semi-viral tweet about it, and then I saw recently somebody else had a viral tweet about the same line, so I assume that's where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Can you share that
I think
line?
I've seen that. And again, like you said, I always think that this is like kind of the weirdest line, dog. Where Nas says in the song, "Made you look. Don't say the car is topless. Say the titties is out." And I don't understand that.
Wait. Rewind it a little bit too, because I always like to keep the couplet together, like when I present it. Like I believe he said, "Go ahead."
We can ride through the city, no doubt. Don't say the car's topless. Say the titties is out.
Say the titties is out, dog. What does it mean, bro?
It would have sounded doper. Like I think it would have sounded cool. Like maybe if MF Doom said it, because like you would expect that type of thing from MF Doom. It it makes sense, but it doesn't, right?
I don't know, dog. Like for many years, that those lines just confounded me. And then I'll share what I said in the tweet here, because things tweeted are always good things to recycle on a video podcast.
Absolutely.
But I believe my tweet was when Nas was answering the age-old question. Excuse me, that's not what it was. I should just pull it up and read it because my memory is shite.
You said in that line, Nas is saying that you are the titties.
Yes. I'll read it to you directly. So the line. Don't say my car is topless. Say the titties is out. Was Nas's way of answering the age-old question: what part of the car is the breast?
Yep.
And the answer is us, the passengers, the drivers.
We are the boobs.
The people riding shotgun, the people in the back seat, we are the breasts of a car. The titties is out. We are out. We are out. Also, another dumb line of thought I went down during that time was like, who was calling convertibles topless? Who was using that where Nas felt the need to have to correct that person and say, hey, wait, don't say it's topless. Don't say that. Don't say that. Like it offended him so much. He booked studio time. He used pen and paper. He recorded that and released it as a single.
You know what, man? That's one of them things when I hear it and I'm like, why would I say 5 syllables instead of 2?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that takes way longer to say.
It's so inefficient. It's so clunky. My question is, like, does this revolutionize, like, the car sale industry, like the car naming industry? Like,
what do you mean?
This is not a convertible anymore. Like, it's a Corvette, and the titties is out.
Corvette titties is out edition.
Official GM, like, Chevrolet manual. Like,
titties is out.
Titties is out. Yep.
Bring it up just to go back to the idea of syllables. Convertible. Titties is out. It's equivalent, baby.
No, I'm talking about topless as opposed to the titties is out.
I feel that, but who was using topless? Have you heard anyone say topless?
Well, hold on. Here's another thing.
I haven't.
Like, does that only refer to cars with soft tops? Because it's like, you know how that would be like a halter top for a car, right?
Yes.
But if it's a hard top convertible, is that a whole different thing? Is that like a Iron Man chest plate or
is it
something?
A bustier? Yeah.
Oh shit.
Corset or something.
I don't know, man.
Just hit end call. This is stupid.
No, this is fine. When I first was going down this train of thought, my idea was just to use titties is out for anything that didn't have a top, like whatever it is. If you got a jar missing a lid, titties is out on that lid.
Like, hey, make sure when you go get the milk that the titties is not out. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I left it loose, so the titties might be out.
The jar of pickles with the titties out. It's topless. I don't understand.
Don't say that jar is topless. Say the titties is out.
That syrup bottle, it might be a little sneaky because the titties is out.
Put them back in just a little bit. Put them back in.
And it's always funny when you think like dog, Nas wrote this. It did, not only did it clear the engineer and like all the homies, but even Nas was like, this is fine.
Jungle and the horse was like, yeah, dog.
Got past all the Bravehearts.
It was a Braveheart party, dog. They did it. They did it.
Sadly, they didn't have enough bravery to offer a suggestion to do something different. I mean, but at the same time, we're talking about it, so I guess he wins.
It's legendary. But look, I promise you, if one of you had written that, I would have been like, "You sure, dog?"
Yeah. I mean that scenario that you. outline is one that I always think of anytime I hear like a questionable line. Like, there's a whole chain of people like that heard this before the public got to hear it, and nobody was like, nobody said no strongly enough to like shut it down. But I also think about like, you know, the dynamics of like when you in like the game and people got that bread where like maybe everybody's a yes man at that point.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Where it's just like, yeah, man, he can say whatever as long as he don't kill nobody and stop the gravy train on biscuit wheels from pulling into the station. Who gives a fuck?
Wow, God.
Ghost Rider, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
yes.
hot right there. That's hot.
That's from Ghost Rider. Gravy train on biscuit wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to my homie Maul. That's one of his favorite lines to quote from a movie.
He has never let me forget that.
the gravy train on biscuit wheels.
Biscuit wheels.
But yeah.
Now what was the newest Nas tweet? Like, I didn't catch that.
I believe it said the one I saw, it might have been others, I don't know. The one I saw said he said when Nas said, "Don't say my car's topless, say the titties is out." I said, "No, I won't," or something like that. No, or no, I won't do that. I want to find it so I can do it justice by actually like.
No, Nas.
That's funny.
Let me Google this shit real quick.
You don't tell me what to do now.
Oh, here it is. It's a person named William Miles on Twitter, and he said, when Nas said, "Don't say my car is topless, say the titties is out," my response was, "No, I'm not gonna say that." That is fucking hilarious. I think that was most people's response to that.
Man.
I've never heard a human being say that outside of dissecting Nas's line.
The first and only, hopefully.
Oh man, what are some other? I'm trying to think. Can I think of any other lines off the top of the head? Really, from any artist that deserve this level of analysis
of razzing.
My go-to and one of my favorites, and I always wanted to make a drink after this, was the Noriega.
Oh wait, what's the line?
It's the Hennessy straight with tomato juice, dog. Hennessy straight with tomato juice.
That's a good one, baby. Counterintuitive.
It's excellent. Oh my God, that is lyricism at its finest. I love it.
You know what?
It's such a quandary.
Hey, let's go down the rabbit hole, dog. Maybe that means he gets a Hennessy and finishes it, and then drinks the tomato juice. But actually, let me dial it back, because I'm not enough of a drinker, and I historically have not been enough of a drinker to know the etiquette of using a chaser with your drink. If you got a chaser, are you chasing every sip? No, this is a real question, dog. If you are a drinker and you want to drink your drink with a chaser, do you drink after every sip or do you drink at the end? What's the rules?
I think a chaser is after a shot. So you would take a shot of your whatever, and then if you couldn't take the shot. And
typically, if people are getting Hennessy, they're only doing shots, right? It's not you not just have like a glass.
Sip Hennessy. Yeah, you would sip. It's the sip or mix, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I've had Hennessy like once in my life.
How was it?
It didn't need it.
Highly overrated.
Yeah,
highly overrated.
Supremely overrated.
Yeah,
supremely overrated. But this was also like probably a decade ago. Okay. But yeah, so is he? I guess Hennessy straight with tomato juice.
Is that a comma in there or a period? Because I think that makes a difference.
And what is the next line immediately after that?
That's a good question.
Let's get loose. Hennessy straight with tomato juice. Queen Stallion. My gun's fully Italian.
No, so maybe it's Hennessy straight period. with tomato juice. Queen Stallion.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, was this on Banned from TV? Was it on that song?
It was.
Okay. Man, that beat back in the day, like if you listen to it now, it's kind of a ridiculous beat, and I don't mean that in a good way.
Right.
But but still now and back then, like it was so fun to freestyle to that beat.
That was a lunch table classic, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I feel like somebody had the maxi single of that with like an instrumental or something, or maybe cats looped up their own instrumental, because that was the thing we used to do back in the day. As if like a beat had a little open part, you just loop that up.
Don't leave like that little, beat open, homie.
Get a little mixtape action going.
Yep.
Hold on, I'm trying to pull up these lyrics. It's taking so long. I apologize. See, Nature was first on the song. Big Pun, Cameron, Jadakiss, Noriega. There's 2 ways into the hood, 1 plane. Wait, hold on 1 second. Has she had that before? Yeah. Oh, we're there's a food that may have an allergen in it that we may have given to our daughter before, but she didn't have any reaction to it, which
right.
Lucky us.
Wow. Yeah.
She was just like whatever.
Yeah, she was just taking it. What's that Conway line? You talk about eating shots like cookies and cake. Eating allergens like cookies and cake. Sorry about that detour. Yeah. Ayo, let's get loose. Hennessy straight with tomato juice. Queen Stallion. My gun's fully Italian. Now y'all N-words recognize medallions. I play the best hood. OT with Tim Westwood. Used to be on Section 8.
Section 8.
Section is good.
Section is good.
That was a hot line.
That's pretty hot.
Used to be on Section 8. Now my section is good.
Nerd held it down, man.
Yeah, that's a cool thing about rapping, dog, because not everybody can deliver the same line. You kind of said that a few minutes ago, Sean Uppercut. Like, not everybody can deliver the same line and get the same response.
Right.
There's a very personal part of rapping that comes into play when you talk about the person delivering the line. You know, if they're a very serious person, it wouldn't make sense for Rakim to say he used to be on Section 8. Now my section is good. You know, maybe.
Yeah, it's like a lot of stuff that a skateboard P can get away with that a lot of people can't, dog.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, and that's good. That's a good thing.
That's what makes it fun.
That's what makes it cool.
Fun. You get everybody has their own flavor that they can bring to the party. Man, what can you guys think of any other lines that have a that are burned in your brain for any particular reason?
I don't. I have a few that are stuck in my brain. Like I'll never forget when Corrupt said N-words with hepatitis, dog. Like, how is that? How is that the first thing out your mouth, dog?
What's up, Fred?
No.
What's up, Fred? It's like, dog, like the beat comes on, and the first 3 words out of your mouth, dog, are the most ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Just for you guys out there who may be studying medicine, hepatitis refers to an inflammatory condition of the liver. It's commonly caused by a viral infection, but there are other possible causes of hepatitis. These include autoimmune hepatitis and hepatitis that occurs as a secondary result of medications, drugs, toxins, and alcohol.
Wow.
Very good.
And it can be passed on as an STD as well.
Yes.
You know, or STI, whichever one is the preferred term.
Right. Yep.
Right.
Whatever the preferred term is, you don't say that at the beginning of a rap song.
Yeah, man.
No, you don't. You don't.
But he can, and not only dog. It's so crazy because like to the best of my knowledge, that song is like completely off the wig. You know what I'm saying?
What?
There are a lot of corrupt raps that sound like he's freestyling. Yeah. Especially after like a certain year. Like they really started to sound like freestyle. That song does also sound like a freestyle to me. I don't I haven't done any research to confirm that. But
that is what it feels like. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like,
and I'm not mad at it though. I'm not mad at it.
Unauthorized, hard to move arthritis. Like these are
that's hard to get out.
That's exactly right.
That's very tough.
Yeah, that's real. Like if you're freestyling, trying to get out of a phrase like that could pose a potential problem. Could trip you up.
He walked. He walked
flawlessly.
He skated, dog.
Wow.
Unauthorized.
I didn't know that is possibly a freestyle. That to me, that is one of the greatest diss songs you will ever hear, man.
That's right.
Like he took everybody out, man.
It's definitely one of my favorites.
1,000% pure anger. Like you don't hear that very much.
Yeah.
But it was anger and skill alongside it, man. Calling out names. Thank you, Corrupt.
It really is. You know, the song is so good that I don't know why when diss records are brought up, why that one is like usually forgotten about. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so good. It's so many like memorable lines. Like again, like when you start a song like that, you set a precedent from jump.
Yeah, you made a statement.
yeah.
You made the statement.
From second one. It's like, all right, man.
I wonder what made him choose hepatitis.
Right.
He could have said like Lyme disease. He could have said Crohn's.
Like what information did he have on DMX at the time? he was like, man. I'm definitely going with hepatitis, dog.
He was on his my chart.
Right.
Taking notes and shit.
He saw the DMX Google hepatitis. I saw this in your WebMD.
Right. What? How to know if you have hepatitis? Bark.
Uncontrollable barking.
Right. Exactly. He types it into the search engine too. Bark.
Oh man.
Oh shit. Yeah, dog. Hepatitis. He could have said chicken pox, dog.
Meningitis.
Right. That's another itis.
Yeah.
You know, it probably was a close second. Like, I don't know. Like, I think hepatitis is hitting harder. I'm gonna go with that one. And you know, he didn't even specify which hepatitis, right? Because like some of them are curable, right?
He didn't specify which N word, dog.
Yeah, he just blanket statement.
All of you have hepatitis, dog.
So who are we talking about? Ja Rule, Irv Gotti.
Yeah.
Was Foxy Brown included?
Yeah, because the Firm,
the cast of the movie Belly,
the
entire cast.
Fuck Belly.
Yo, a movie, man, that's crazy.
A movie, dog.
The movie Belly got hepatitis.
Dog. I want to imagine that Corrupt has like this very immaculate DVD collection at the crib. Like he's just a full blown cinephile. He's got everything. He's got all of the best movies. He's got anything that's noteworthy from any genre. He's got them shits on a big ass shelf, all alphabetized. And then when you get to B, it's like you go. It's like Bad Boys, and then it's like
it's Bad Boys. It's Batman Begins.
Yeah. And then
Thank you. Yes.
It's a DVD like turned backwards. It's not complete the collection, but it's still there, but it's turned around.
I imagine,
He got that shit in a regular ass jewel case.
Yeah.
I imagine like there's just a small little trash bin off to the side with belly just glued to the bottom of it, dog. It's perpetually in the garbage, dog.
Oh man.
He out here with a garbage can, raw dogging it with no bag, with the DVD
That's right.
case glued in the bottom.
That belly DVD is always tasting garbage, dog.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Man.
Which I totally agree with. It's not a good movie.
Dog, it's the only movie that I've only ever watched on fast forward. I had this shit on a VHS tape. I think somebody rented it or something because I didn't rent that shit, but it was like in the crib. And I started trying to watch it, and very early on, like I don't even think I made it 5 minutes before like the shit was on fast forward, and then nothing I saw made me want to hit play, and I just let it go from the beginning to end. I probably saw the whole movie in about 5 minutes, which doesn't count.
That's all
you saw. You saw the best parts of it.
Yep.
Because it was all visual, dog. So it's all good.
The part where you get up and leave
is
the best part. The part where it ends.
Damn, that reminds me of like old school bootlegs where you literally would get to see people getting up and leave at the end of the movie. That's how you knew your bootleg was shitty. You saw people getting up and leaving at the end.
They didn't shoot it from like the top row of the theater. They shot it from like the middle or the bottom. Like,
right. Or they were
high
just
traffic area. Guy.
They were just in a theater. Period. Like, oh, this is not a screener.
Right.
Somebody literally sat in the fucking theater. I wonder if
it just had that boy on their shoulder. Dog.
Yeah. Which begs the question, man. I wonder if
big camera.
I wonder if that shit's still going on. I mean, not right now, of course, because there aren't a lot of theaters open. But I wonder, like, if like the cam video was still happening, like in February.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, some people probably want that like classic touch, man. Some people. That's the way they watch movies.
You know, my dad has been very good for buying like a shitty barbershop cam bootleg. And he'll be very proud of them too. Like when he would pop up with those, like, yeah, I got Transformers 7. Like I don't think they made 7 of those, Pop.
That shit got sweeted, dog.
Yeah, or that shit's the prawn parody.
Right.
Like keep that to yourself, Dad. Don't play that when Mom's around. Don't do it.
Boy, how you think you got here?
I mean, it was pre-DVD, so not like that.
Not like that.
They had a fucking reel-to-reel machine. I don't know.
Hey, to jump back real quick.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can get an entire like AMC movie room to yourself for $99.
You said at AMC?
Yeah, like they're selling whole auditoriums.
Okay.
For up to 20 people for $99.
So jog my memory. Were the Star Theaters AMC theaters, or
yes.
Are those okay?
Yep.
So are those facilities back open and doing this now?
They opened on October 9th.
Wow.
I don't necessarily know if they're doing that deal in Michigan, but I know that's a thing.
Okay.
So yeah. It's tight too because like so you can have up to 20 people. That means that you dropped 100, right? Mm-hmm. And then the other 19 of your friends can just give you $5, and it's like everybody went in there for $5, and you got a whole room to you and the homies. man, it's like
we
shoot.
all eating.
We all eating, dog.
And with that many people, statistically, you know, you could still get your extras as far as like fights, shootings.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? Like that's enough
Which is
people.
What you came for in the first place.
You want an authentic movie experience. You know? Matter of fact, they might even be like randomly, you know, giving somebody a burner at the door. You know, where they take a ticket like, hey, you're the lucky customer. Here's
that's kind of cool. Everybody gets like a grab bag full of
full of weapons.
It's just like Battle Royale.
Yeah.
Shouts out to that movie.
As long as I can like still sneak like a foot long sub into the theater, I'm good.
Oh,
bro.
definitely. Because I mean,
I don't think they care.
They wasn't searching motherfuckers before, and they definitely ain't gonna be searching now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's COVID time, baby. Keep your hands away from it.
Yeah, keep to yourself.
Keep them to yourself.
I know. I smell like deli meats.
Right, fresh.
I'm gonna have two subs in my sleeve, like a Nicolas Cage movie.
Just walking in that mug, like doing a zombie walk. Dog, that just made me think of some dumb shit. Like, what if somebody like had some what if somebody had like two arm casts, had like a couple sandwiches in each. That would be so stupid.
How they gonna get him? How they gonna get him out, dog?
I mean, they gotta come with somebody, and then
somebody with a pickaxe.
Yeah, I mean, because it's gonna be hard doing that movie transaction by yourself with two arm casts anyway. This is a lot of it's a lot of devotion for like a few sandwiches. But like the person that's with you can have like a little blade or something, you know, they could slice your cast open at the halfway point.
Why is somebody eating that many sandwiches?
Well, that's why you got somebody with you to share. Share your sandwiches.
Then why can't they just hold one? I don't understand.
Hey man, the titties is out. The titties is out, man.
Oh God.
The titties is out on this Pandora's box, man. I don't know.
This is the stupidest conversation I've ever had.
Oh God.
This is stupid.
Fucking titties is out.
Oh God.
That's a callback, ladies and gentlemen. It's very, very good comedy right there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Man, that is stupid. But yeah, man, like, you know, people would do some ridiculous things to get some food in the movie theater. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's been an occasion where somebody just already happened to have some kind of cast, and then maybe they found a way to get a little something extra in there.
Just drop a whole bag of Skittles in that boy at the very least.
Or like some what's a thin ass candy? What's like some Twizzlers. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
What's that one that's like fruity and real thin? It's like a little thin rectangle.
Airheads.
Airheads.
Yep.
Stick a couple of Airheads in your cast.
And you could use those to like, you know, because when you have a cast, you got an itch, you can't get to it, so you can like use the little edge of the Airheads to scratch whatever you need, and then you just pull out and you got blue raspberry, dog. So white mystery.
Most down in the chat said throw a Slim Jim in it.
Slim Jim, yep.
He said AKA that's Slim James. That's Slim James. Slame James.
Slimington James.
That's Slame James.
Yeah.
Hey, R.I.P. Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah.
Be a man, Hogan. Be a man.
This song.
Yes.
Bring it back.
Hey, that's another great one, dog.
Yeah.
Be a man,
Very
Hogan.
underrated. Be a man. Hogan.
Hold on, dog. Let me. I gotta pull it up, just the words, just so I can see if we got any quotables I want to share real quick.
Man, low key, like the fact that that even exists, like I don't even have to listen to that song, dog. The fact that he made it though, like,
he won.
He won, dog.
Whatever beef they had, he won, dog. he won, even though he's dead, and Hulk Hogan is alive.
Still won.
Many people would mark like existence and living as like indicator of winning a beef, but no.
Nope.
Even in death, he wins.
Macho Man was for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And he
Hogan, man.
And low key, he was kind of like trailblazing the Beijing with like the beard and stuff towards the end.
When he was rocking that.
I feel like Hulk Hogan bit the Beijing a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God!
when he was with NWO.
I think that was the era. The era of the Beijing beard. Oh man,
this man had completely platinum blonde hair and a black half of his face.
The commitment was low. The commitment was low. My boy said, "I'm only doing the beard, man. Fuck y'all." Eric Bischoff or whoever the fuck was running that shit. You get the goatee only.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan had a zebra head, dog. Like, how you getting away with this, dog?
Bad movie, by the way, starring a bad actor, Michael Rappaport.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm gonna just drop one of these, or maybe I'll drop a few lines on you from this "Be a Man" by Macho Man Randy Savage. He said, "Hot diggity damn, Hulk! I'm glad you set it off. Used to be hard, Hulk. Now you done turned soft. Doing telephone commercials. I seen you dancing in tights as a ballerina."
Bars.
Oh my God, he came.
Yo. Your delivery of that was amazing because it was like in that battle rap style. Oh my God! Like,
you know what? I would have done a Macho Man voice just for fun, but I don't remember like his delivery.
No, you doing it right. You doing everything right, dog.
I don't remember his delivery. I mean, low key, like, you know, the ballerina line, like for today, it's not woke, but we get it. Also, I will add this, and I'm sorry to, you know, question this man's pen in his death, but from what I know of people who are in the acting field, doing commercials is like highly sought after and highly lucrative. So like it's actually not a bad economic play. I mean, also, you know, Macho Man Randy Savage did his own commercials, you know, for Slim Jims. You know, so I'm sure in doing that he saw the economic viability of also doing commercials, but his point of contention was in the wardrobe being employed in the execution of said commercial.
Right.
So that's very interesting to make note of. He said, "I knew all of he got a little more heavy-handed with the homophobia because he said, I knew all along you had those tendencies because you've been running from macho like I got a disease. Was it hepatitis?" Get out of my brain, dog. Jesus Christ. Hepatitis, boy. Hey, low key, you probably thought of it before I did because we said it at the same time. Oh shit. He said, where was that? "Dude, please, your pay-per-view event was a joke. You're avoiding Randy Savage because you know all you get. Excuse me. You're avoiding Randy Savage because you know you'll get smoked.
There you go.
Come on that phony fight. The Rock spanked you fast. But when I challenged Hogan to a real fight, he passed. I called him out, but the punk was scared to go. It was a charity event, but the Hulk didn't show. Hollywood Hulkster, you're at the end of your rope. And I'ma kick you in the butt and wash your mouth out with soap. Cause like Rodney Dangerfield, you gets no respect.
Damn.
So come on, Hulk, let's wreck so I can put you in check." Be a man, Hogan. That was fun to recite.
Wow.
That was like the whole first verse. He has another verse. I don't know if I'm gonna go into that one too.
Oh no. That was enough. that was enough.
Man. He said you couldn't even do it for the kids, baby. Motherfucker, like we were saying for the earlier,
kids. It matters who it came from.
Yeah.
And for Macho Man Randy Savage, that wasn't bad.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad.
Like if we were at one of our like early shows where we were like doing all the bars and stuff, if he like pulled up at like the old Miami and got on the mic with the voice, with the get up, hey man, I might have broke a glass on the floor and got hyped.
Yep.
And that ain't even in my character.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I might have just went to the bar and looked for a little something to smash, you know? This motherfucker's crunk. I would have literally said that out loud. This motherfucker's crunk. And then smashed the glass.
Oh, yeah.
The Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to get on the microphone. Oh, shit.
Got the Macho Man fingers. Like the cream of the crop.
Damn, what a legend, dog.
Yeah, man.
It's always the good ones.
Yeah, man.
It's always the good ones.
Yeah, he was fun.
One of one, dog. He was a one of one. The Macho Man. Oh shit. Damn, how macho do you gotta be to get nicknamed the Macho Man? You gotta be the most macho.
Like
mucho
especially
macho.
in that field. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like or the $1 million man. Like what was everybody else making?
Not $1 million.
Yeah, that's it.
Less.
Sound like y'all was losing, dog.
It was him and Vince McMahon making those
bets.
Oh shit. Man, what were we talking about? Oh wait, I'm gonna jump over to these notes. Somebody put YouTubing. YOUTOOBIN. Yeah. And they also put Marlbo. Marlbo. Before you guys say anything, Marlbo, I think as far as I know, up to right now, it's still a closely guarded secret. Yeah. I don't know if we want to drop that. Or wait, or was it Bull? Because that's one too. Yes, we got a couple of secret acronyms.
I forgot about that one. I ain't gonna hold you up.
We got a couple of secret acronyms. Also, if you guys are on Twitter, if you follow any of us on Twitter, feel free to add us all in the tweet and tell us what you think Marlbo or Bull stand for, so that we can laugh.
Very good.
Because it's gonna be for us. Because I know, at least personally, I'm not ready to reveal exactly what those mean. But if we talk about this YouTubing, you'll probably get some context clues, I suppose. Sean Uppercut, you put that on the topic sheet. What was that about?
The dude who was on a Zoom meeting.
He not gonna get through it. Dog. He started breaking as soon as he started talking.
Right.
Go ahead.
We are a serious journalistic entity, sir.
That's right.
He was beating off on a Zoom meeting. God, like, why are you doing this?
No.
His name was Tubin, and like that. Like, I don't want to make fun of anyone's name, dog, but YouTubing, dog.
Yeah.
He was on YouTube, on Zoom.
He was watching that WAP video. or like my homie Video Dave pointed out, that shit should be called WAP. It shouldn't be called WAP.
Right. That's right.
You know, they whatever. We can get into that later. But the way I understand it, or the story that my man tried to float, is that, and first off, this shit is all wrong.
Yeah.
You're at work.
Do that off the clock by yourself, where you cannot scar anyone with whatever you choose to do to yourself. The story that was floated, to my knowledge, is that he thought he was muted.
That's
so
not enough.
The video. So you wanted the video and not the mute. So the video is fine, but not the sound.
My man was at that meeting. These TPS reports got me rock hard. I can't wait. They got me rocked up. I'm in an uncontrollable state of arousal. I will allow nothing to hinder me. Not even gainful employment. Dog.
This is a major example of like when people say men are trash, it hurts my feelings. But then I see this and I'm like, yeah. That's
because one thing that comes to mind right now, and it's funny, I didn't even think of it until right now. He's been doing that. He has to have been doing that.
Oh yeah.
Because he was like, I thought I had it muted, which leads me to think like he has a process that he had already established of like, okay, this is when they start talking about that other department. Time to mute and mute and scoop or something. I don't know. Mute and get to the loop.
Mute and shoot. Mute and shoot.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
My brain was failing. That's perfect. Mute and shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord.
It's like, dog, you're like, he's older than us. You know what I'm saying? Like, why?
Well, not me. I'm 72 or 76. I'm sorry.
I apologize. I forget that because of your black skin. You really not cracked.
I don't crack. I have not cracked. I've smoked it, but I'm not it, or I don't have it.
You don't crack. Yeah, but it's like, dog, you're a grown man. You can't wait like 5 minutes.
Also, like
everybody gone.
Also, you're older. Like that whole like getting aroused where you just can't like. That's like teenage.
That's what I'm saying.
Like your libido is still too active.
You know though, maybe the train was leaving the station and it was no slowing it down, dog. Like he had to do it at that point, or else he had to wait maybe like another month or two, dog. Like
you know what?
I just it might have been like one of them blue pill situations where it's like gotta go fast.
Like Sonic?
Sonic X.
Like
Sonic XXX.
Don't put that on Sonic the Hedgehog. Don't put that on Mr. Hedgehog, sir. Don't associate him with that.
He's blue.
He's a blue man, but he don't use blue pills. He get it naturally.
He's not a man.
In his blood. Nah. That's true. You're right. You're right.
Gotta go faster.
But no, something one of y'all said made me think of this. Like, what are his rules about this? Like, is him doing that contingent upon him having a scheduled Zoom meeting? Like, can he just not make the flag stand without like needing to have a telecommunication going? Like, what's his rules?
Like, man. I need to see 8 people talking about boring shit,
right?
So I can get this nut off.
That, or he probably has like he probably got a YouTube playlist where it's just like the Brady Bunch intro over and over and over again. And he just fucking everything's wrong.
Oh man.
When you get caught doing this, you don't. It's like you don't put out a statement, dog. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta leave. You gotta leave everything.
You ride off into the sunset.
You just end the call and never be seen again. Get your Thelma and Louise on, dog. Just drive off the cliff, man. You don't have to say nothing. We don't need to hear from it. Hear what you guys say.
You gotta end that call and execute Plan Omega, dog. Where you're like you fake your death. And then you are a logger on an island. After that, dog, like
once you hear that silence and the people keep saying your name and asking you to stop, that's done, dog.
Dog, I didn't even think about the mechanics of that, dog.
Buddy. Oh, Just subscribe.
Phil Vector, thank you for the subscription. Thank you.
Very
for the
dope.
Subscription. But yeah, dog, I didn't even think about the mechanics of that, bro. Like, was he like business from the waist up and like party from the waist down?
Like
Was it like
on some
full
real
view?
shit. See, that's what I figured. Where it was like he was in the Zoom call, strictly buttoned up. You know what I'm saying, from the waist up, and was just probably in his actual drawers. You know what I'm saying, and he just saw the dick and was like, "Hey."
But I'm trying to think like did his coworkers actually see like nudity, or did they just see like the camera doing this? Like what was it? Buddy. Oh, money. DiBiase 404 just subscribed. I think that's the homie, the real DiBiase.
Thank you, brother.
We were just talking about the $1 Million Man. That's crazy.
Right. Ted, also of the DiBiase family.
Yes.
We just got a subscription from DiBiase.
From DiBiase.
DiBiase, and Ted DiBiase.
Mario and Luigi Mario.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I just that shit is so it's so terrible, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have like any sympathy for this cat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, dog, you gotta be better than that. You gotta do better. Like, you never get caught, right?
Yes.
Like, if you're gonna really be on this weirdo shit, don't get caught, because when you do, you got to go.
Yeah, your life is over.
We don't need to hear anything, dog.
Your life is over, dog. Like, go ahead.
Okay. And how many years had he been doing this, dog? Like, you have experience.
Yeah.
This is a rookie mistake, guy.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
if you were just into the Zoom beat off game, dog, I could see it. And it was like a weekend,
Like, yes. he was Skype before this. Before that, he was just like regular phone calls. He's just
yeah.
He has a long line of scumbaggery, a long history.
He was going nuts with that MySpace top 8, boy. Straight up. So it's like, man, like, for real, dog. I'm more offended by the fact that I was given a statement by him after this. Like, I don't want to hear anything else.
What was it? What did he say? What was it?
Don't know. Don't care. It's like, dog,
my bad, dog.
You quit. You quit and you go away.
Oh shit! His statement was just like that age-old hood phrase when like somebody just won the fight, but he still wants to punch. It's like, you got it, you got it, you got it. That was his statement to us. Like, he was beating his ass with the insult. Hey, you got it, you got it. I'm out. I'm out. My character is grayed out on the select screen. I'm out.
Straight up.
Yep.
Oh my god. Yeah, dog.
So yeah, that shit crazy, dog. Like, dog, for real.
It had to happen to somebody, though. You know what I'm saying? With all of the
that's true.
With all of the new people that are being forced to use technologies that they probably wouldn't have to use otherwise, dog. It was gonna be somebody.
Oh, for sure.
I don't hate that it had to be him to augment that phrase. I don't hate
did that, so hopefully you wouldn't have to go there.
Tube did that. Tubes did that.
I'm just like, I shouldn't know about it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I like the
and he
story,
was a journalist, right?
Oh yeah, very on CNN or whatever. Like, yeah.
Oh shit.
He went hard, but it's whoa. I should have said it. I'm sorry. I did not mean to do that,
dude. The unintentional puns are the best. The unintentional puns are the best. When your brain circles back around, they be like, "Oh wait, you just did something."
It's like your brain lets you talk the way you normally talk, and then your brain is like, wait a minute, you don't talk. Don't say that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, why didn't you tell me that before I said it? That's what the brain is for, to stop you from these things. But it's like, dog, Like
the brain is a perfect trader.
You type in, you put it on mute. You take your dick out. They tell you, hey, don't take your dick out. You notice that they said that you jump out a window, dog. That's the end of the story.
Wait, do you think he fixed himself back up on cam once he realized it, or did he have the common courtesy to step out of frame?
I would like to think that he would step out of frame, but there's a moment there of pure unadulterated shock, right? That you just have to go through. Right?
He stood up, dog.
Straight up. Oh, so no! there was at least like a full second where it was probably still dick in the screen.
Oh my god!
Just because he was in too much of a state of shock to like move at that point. You know what I mean? So it's just I'm not saying this from any kind of knowledge or expertise. I hope. I just know. I know how people are, right? And it's like you can't go through something like that and just not have a momentary just lapse after your momentary lapse. You know what I'm saying? Like you're going to be in a position where you're like, what the fuck is happening? You know what I'm saying? And it's like you're just gonna be out there presenting for at least an extra second. So like that's what I'm saying. You just have to jump out of the window after that, dog.
Yeah,
I'm sure he like went into the garage and wept like uncontrollably for quite a while. Unplanted seed, thanks for the follow. I'm sure shit, man, that's dog.
Wait, but from what I understand, did he get fired or did he get suspended?
I don't know.
Because I don't know if he got suspended or fired.
He probably got fired, dog, because people, like, I didn't do much investigation into the actual story, but I still saw tons of people going in on him. And then I saw tons of people making fun of people who were, like, lightweight and heavyweight defending the situation, which was very interesting.
This is indefensible.
Like, dog.
What are we doing?
It's work time.
And that's it. It's beginning and end. You're working, dog. He was going to work.
I'm sorry. In the chat, they're saying he resigned.
Okay.
But it was probably one of those resignations where it was like, yeah, dog, you got to quit.
Yeah.
But like, you cool. You brought in some donuts a couple times, and you got you got my daughter an Amazon Echo. So like, that one Christmas. So like, we're gonna give you the chance to just be like, yeah, I'm quitting.
Mm-hmm.
Like they want me to hang around. They didn't mind it that much, but I gotta go because I'm wrong. I understand I'm wrong, so I gotta go. Like, nah, bro. Like, get him out of here. Get him out of here, dog. Fucking. Yeah, I feel like he's not gonna be the last either. There will be more.
So, well, there's definitely, and let me say this before I talk about this video. I've seen a video that people
you got video of it.
Oh no!
What?
I've seen a video where people have taken his head and put it on top of this guy.
Which one?
Like,
which head?
I did it again.
Well, that was my fault.
I know, but
that was my. I could have been an adult and just let that. I could have let that be what it was.
They took his face.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Specify, please.
And put it on the body of another dude where this was supposed to have happened to, where they like have video, but I don't know if that video, was like a joke or something, or if it was real.
I did see a video where somebody did like a fake version of that.
Right.
Where it's like a fake Zoom meeting, and then before that, I saw a Keenan Ivory Wayne's IG post where he kind of like made like a comedy sketch where somebody's delivering a thing online, not realizing that they didn't stop the recording, and then they stand up and their junk is out. So he did a funny one where he did like a commencement remark, and then he stood up and it was just like a big blur over his crotch area. And then like there was a younger person in the room with him who realized like, oh no, like you're still recording, and they run over and they cut it off abruptly. So it was very well done. It was very hilarious. You don't know what it's going to be before the shit gets to the end either. Like it's very much well put together. What were you about to say though? I feel like I cut somebody off.
Oh, I was just gonna say, send me that link. That sounds funny.
I feel like at this point I can just search it. Keenan Ivory Wayans. Damn, what would I put though? I'll figure that out later. But yeah, man, we're at an hour and 6. Let me just jump back to these notes real quick. Don't say the car is topless. YouTube and I did want to mention this earlier, but it doesn't matter now. Thank you to anyone who came through to watch, because we were competing with some kind of debate. I don't really even know what the structure of the debate is, who's debating, but I believe there's a debate on right now that we're all missing by being here. So thank you all for being here, viewers, and also Rufio Jones and Sean Uppercut. Thank you for participating.
Thank you. Instead of the master debates, no, none of them are masters.
No.
But, yeah. Thank you for coming by.
Yes. I did also want to do a disclaimer at the beginning of the podcast too that I forgot to do, in just saying that, like, sometimes we veer into the realm of like giving our interpretations of like medical advice or things about government. I just wanted to say and reiterate this for all times: we're not experts in any of these fields. We're just okay. Maybe you are. You're the only one of us with like a button up. Oh wait, no, you got on the button up too, Sean Uppercut, but it's not buttoned up, so you're not professional.
Exactly.
He's professional.
Mm-hmm.
He's buttoned up.
That's right.
But yeah, so we're just a few dum-dums who are having some fun. So
that's right.
Don't take anything we say for any kind of real advice or anything you should pattern your life on.
Right.
Probably should say that at the beginning before we tell people to like jump out of windows. But it's fine. We know you didn't do it because you're smart. Mm-hmm. And you want to live, and we want you to live.
Right.
Go play.
But we also don't want you to show off on Zoom, dog.
True.
Don't do that.
True.
Yeah.
I was gonna say before you said that, to reinforce how much we don't want you to harm yourself, go listen to that Logic song, and it'll keep you alive, I'm sure, because of how much passion he put into his delivery on that song. Anyways, this is Eternal Invite. We have come to our end. Sean Uppercut, Rufio Jones, do you have anything you want to say to these guys in conclusion? Do you have anything you want to promote? Anything you want to offer to the people?
Well, real quick, I earlier today I posted the Halloween picture for my kid. So if you wanna see that, at Rufio Jones on Twitter, at Detroit City on Instagram, or at baby_EJ_time, or there's a new one where this guy.
I'm gonna link that one. Tell me what it is.
So that one is at All Hallows Hobbs.
Okay, I'm gonna drop that link in the chat right now.
Yeah, so long story short, Doc said I should make a Instagram where I just like show all the Halloween costumes that I've ever done. So I did that. It's called All Hallows Hobbs. The name is Halloween Hobbs, and that's it.
Yes, sir.
Hey, that name is hot.
I just dropped that link in the chat. If you guys want to see a grown man and a cute kid wearing Halloween costumes,
that's
there
what we
you
do.
go. They're very entertaining. They're very creative. Don't steal them or steal them and give him credit.
No, go ahead, because like a lot of them are specifically for that time period. So like,
true.
You're not going.
Yeah. You do got a couple very specific ones. Shit, you got multi-person costumes as well. Mm-hmm. Shit, technically. Yeah, as I look at this, you got a very, like, most of them are very specific to like an event or a point of time. That's right. The majority of them are that. Oh man. Well, shit.
That's how I roll.
Sean Uppercut, did you have anything to share?
Nope.
Anything to? What if when I said that you stood up and then you just had like a big blur over your junk?
Don't say I'm bottomless.
That's good.
Say my penis is out.
That's real good.
Oh man.
That is great. Well, shit. Let me thank the chat as I usually do. Hopefully this won't take too long. I usually try to shout everybody out that dropped in. Diogen, Critical Music, Most Down, RC Mac Panther 22. I think I said Critical Music already. DiBiase 404. It's Project Time. Thank you for dropping in, everybody. I don't think I missed anybody. Thank you again for coming through. We appreciate you. Next episode will occur on October 29th. So maybe we might do some costumes. I don't know. We ain't talked about it. I might do like something that's at least like chest or head up that qualifies as a costume.
Word up.
Halloween is falling on a Saturday. This year Halloween fell on a weekend. Be a good old boys a trick or treat. Robbing little kids for bags. Okay. Well, yeah. So we'll see you in a week. Oh, what did I just do? Uh-oh. I made Sean Uppercut go away. I didn't mean to do that. Go back, Sean Uppercut. I've broken everything. Right.
You broke it.
I don't know how to get out of this. How do I get out? Oh, there we go. But how do I get him back? It doesn't matter. We're about to end. He's in a little circle in the corner. I'm trying to bring him back. I can't do it. How do I do it? Okay, whatever. Guys, thanks again. We'll see you later. See you next week. Tweet at us. Instagram us. We will respond. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye.